All right, I want to welcome everybody to the family tree. Put your hands together, family. Hey, hey, hey,
Yeah,
hey.
yeah, 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 yeah,
What's
yeah,
up?
yeah,
What's
yeah. That's
up?
what's up, Dr. P.
Hopefully
Yes, yes,
everybody's doing
yes.
well and you're doing good. This is Wednesday, hump day.
Yeah,
Hump,
buddy.
hump.
Hump
Yep, yep.
day. Trying to get your groove on. This is the
Well,
time we say sit down and sort of unpack things for the middle of the
I
week.
know that's
And
right.
hopefully we'll unpack it tonight and we'll all have a good time. I want to we're going to get started here, Big B, as we let more folks come on in. Come on in.
Yeah, buddy.
Come on into the family tree. Gather around the tree. I'm going to bring it on down. Bring it on down.
Yeah, yep. Uh-huh. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right, all right. And I'm going to come off of sharing there, Big B. You
Yeah,
should
man.
see it. And you see everybody.
See everybody.
All right. Welcome to the family tree again. And if this is the first time you're joining us, that does not be the last time. We say this is the place where we come together and we call it the family tree
Yes,
because
sir.
we
Yes, sir.
gather around the tree. The ancient laurel customs was to gather around the trees because that was really Big B. That was
Yeah.
our social
Social
security.
security. Yes, sir.
You know,
Yes, sir.
wait a
Say it
minute.
slow.
You gotta say it slow. Social
Social
security.
security.
Yes, that social security is not a check. It's your family. And that means that your greatest assets are with your family and that the things that help you with your outcomes, your connections, your networking, and your prayer time. All
Yeah,
that
man.
happens around the tree.
Yes,
So
sir,
we're
buddy.
just enveloping this concept and we thank you for joining us. And we're going to say, if you want to join the conversation, if you have a question, and this is talking about all holistic health and things that are going on that you can do naturally and organically. But if you have a question, a concern on your mind and your heart, and you want to join the conversation, go down to your menu bar and you'll see the little arrow that, well, actually, it's a little heart down there.
Yeah, it's a little
Says
hard.
reaction.
Yep.
Hit the reaction. You can raise your hand like Big B up there. See, right, raises his hand up there.
Bam.
And from there, we'll get started. And from there, we can actually make it a point that put you in queue. But hey, if you're saying, hey, I don't want to get in queue because maybe you're just too cute tonight, Big B.
Wow,
You're too
hallelujah.
cute tonight. And you don't want to go on view. So that's okay. You might want to put yourself right in the box down there in the chat box. Put your question down there.
Yes,
and we
sir.
got Prophetess over there. Is AKA Prophetess in the
Fingers.
house?
Fingers is in
she
the house. Yeah,
Fingers
buddy.
in the house, AKA Fingers.
Fingers.
She'll put that in there, information about what's going on, your question, and she'll get it to us. And before you even ask your question, you might want to go and look down there first because
That's
she
right.
answers a lot of questions and she moves fast, y'all. All right. So if you're someone that may say, hey, I missed the prompt that actually tells you how to get on because I'm dialing in by phone, that's okay. Just let us know you're dialing by phone and we'll try to get to you. Okay. All right. Big B, I want to start off by giving this prophetess. You got a hand. I didn't see prophetess in here. I don't see her.
Oh,
on
yeah.
my
I see her. She's
all right, long
right
as we
here.
give her a shout out, but also we want to give our host with the most, Big B, Bill 1L Morgan. What's up,
Yeah,
buddy?
Hey,
How
man,
you
I'm
doing,
doing
man?
well, my friend. Got no complaints at all, brother.
Oh, you doing all right, buddy?
Yeah, man. Look, Daddy said, get up. I said, all right,
Get
homie,
up.
I got this. I got this. And with that, listen, every night, my comment to him is, look, especially early in the morning, you got the nerve to wake me up. I got the nerve to do what you want me to do.
All right, now.
That sounds like a plan.
It
That's
works every
right.
time, y'all.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan. All right, Big B. But so much is going on, man. A lot is going on as always in this world. Give us our latest numbers because we are in the fall season.
Oh, man.
About to go into the winter. And
Yeah,
with
man.
that, we have to change our seasons, with the change of seasons.
You got it, man.
We have to be cleansing. So let's look at our viruses. How are we
Okay,
doing
man. Look
with our
at what we
viruses?
call today in our COVID data tracker, all right? As from November 1823 to November 9, 2024, our early indicators for tested positivity 3.6%. Okay, so it's falling. The previous week was at 4.7%, Dr. P. Okay, the emergency department visits, we've got a diagnosed stats for at about 0.5%. Okay, when the previous week it's like going even right now. We're at 0.5% also for emergencies. Right? Severity, hospitalizations, Dr. P. We're still kind of holding steady on that as well.
Yeah.
Previous 2.0%, and on deaths, Dr. P. We're holding pretty steady in that as well, my friend. 1.1%. So
Awesome.
we're doing
Awesome.
pretty good, man.
Hey man, we're doing
No
good. With the
complaints.
viruses, we're good. But guess
Yeah,
what, Big B?
it's
Guess
some
what,
crazy stuff
family?
coming, man.
Hey, you know what? Pneumonia, walking pneumonia
It's kicking Humpty
is
Dumpsters.
booming. Yes, it's booming. Matter of fact, one of the stories says walking pneumonia is booming and targeting the young and the poor.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. Yes.
They're saying that the infections of bacteria that cause walking pneumonia, a lesser
Mm-hmm.
evil of the more serious illness pneumonia, is seeing a dramatic jump after a lengthy decline that came in the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, health officials said. So most
Mm-hmm.
alarming is the sharp increase in children infected with the disease. And the COVID-19 impact of the disease can hit low-income American in the hardest. Now, it's interesting that we look at those numbers, the way they're framing this. Because guess what? Low income also means food deserts. So it means a lot to do with the immune system. That's why we talk so much about Big B, about the getting prepared for the seasons.
Yes,
If
man.
you're building your system, and you gotta understand that we are working with a deficit here because there's a lot of places that you can't get good food. It becomes a problem. And then when you get there, it's not the best quality food
Oh,
that's
yeah,
in our
man.
neighborhoods, in our communities. So, yes, we have a problem. If you did not see the documentary, I do highly, highly suggest you get that documentary on the brother that said, they're trying to kill us.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
name of the
Oh,
documentary.
Lord, man. And it's
They
the
It's a
truth.
trying to
very
kill
good
us.
documentary.
Yes,
Yes.
you have to look at this because there's so many great points on there that seem like, wow, man, you're cornered one area to the other. One
Mm-hmm.
one that I was just we were talking, my son and I were talking a little bit, about these things because he's doing the documentary on me and the water, and we getting into the conversation and we go deep diving and stuff. And there was
Yeah,
one
boy.
part of the movie that says something like this. Did you know that in certain parts in like South Central and out in LA, that there
Mm-hmm.
is a point where they say you cannot have more than 2 bags on the bus? Did y'all hear that?
What?
You
Come on,
got that?
Yes.
man.
Did you hear
Yep.
that? Yeah, yeah. Can't have two
What?
bags on the bus.
Wow.
So if somebody has a difficulty with them now closing down, the supermarkets or the grocery stores in your
In
neighborhood,
your
and you got to
neighborhoods,
get on a
right?
bus to go somewhere,
Oh,
you're
Lord,
going
have
to have
mercy.
to now have an issue because you can't have more than 2 bags on the bus.
Oh, Lord. Here we
What's
go.
going on? And then
Here we
some
go, family.
areas, when they shut down the grocery stores in those areas, they tell them that they can no longer, for years, they can no other grocery store can come in and actually take that property to actually
Uh-uh.
build another store.
Oh, wow,
So you can
man.
see how it's a lot of cornering going on. So when I look at stuff like pneumonia happening, and then they frame it that it's happening in no poor areas. This is what they say. And of course, we know children and seniors have the lowest immune system. But when I see that area about when they start framing it as poor, immediately what comes to the mind is junk food. We talk about the corner stores. We talk about, the Chinese food stores where a lot of those oils and things are just really just not good for the body at any level. So we got to take it in perspective. That's why you got to do something outside the box. That's why we say get your green drink, get your colon cleanse, get your parasites formula. You got to move it to the next level. Take it to the next
Yes.
level. Be proactive. Get your teas. We say get your tea and work with one. Just work with one, man. Just work with one, and you can make a big difference. All right. So
So,
cleanse every
doc,
change of seasons. Yeah.
Dr. Paul, real quick question. Do you know Vanny Hari, the food babe?
I probably do. I just don't. I can't face to face right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Is this somebody online? Mm-hmm.
She actually took Kellogg's to
Mm-hmm.
she has them now in court because they were supposed to ban certain ingredients um in America that they didn't, but they did over in Europe and other countries. So their Kellogg cereal isn't even the same as our Kellogg cereal. And now she has it all on Capitol Hill, and they have to change their ingredients. And now they're talking about banning Kellogg cereals because of her. And she got a
Yeah, yeah,
petition
I
for
think
so
I
many
did
people
see
to
that.
sign.
Yeah, I did see her on Capitol Hill when she was doing that. And matter of fact, we did talk about that a couple of weeks back. We did a couple of shows back when we did the what's in the food versus it was the if you can go right on, we did the past show. It's called US versus UK.
Yeah.
Did a
Yeah.
show
Yeah. Yeah.
called US versus UK, and we talked about that. We talked about the McDonald's food. We talked about all of the oils they use and what they're using over there. It's a good breakdown, but yeah, it's crazy that we're not having a guard at the door to help us to break this stuff down.
Mm,
I
mm,
hope
mm.
things got to change. It's got to change. It's got to change. All right, we're gonna get started now, and what we're gonna do, we start off with Big B and Prophetess. We always start off with the
Testimony.
testimonies.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Testimonies go a long way because testimonies, we say, are actually the points in which help people to get to that point where you say, you know what, they didn't told me this, they didn't told me that, and you're just at your last wit. But guess what? We say a testimony goes a long way. Somebody's either going in a storm, or coming out of storm. So with that, we want to support you along your journey and let you know that only God is the author and finisher of your faith. Got it? So you got to stay on point. And with that, you can build the system back. Body heals itself. When you basically feed the body in turn heals itself 11 times faster than you get sick. You better hold on to that. That's what you got to hold on to. So what we're going to do today, we're going to get started. We're going to open up the floor for anyone, Big B, anybody that got anything going on with anything that they say, hey, my blood pressure went down this week. Hey, they tell me they said my sugar went down. What?
Well, come
My
on now.
knees
Come on
ain't
now.
aching no more.
I have a testimony.
All
All
right,
right. Who's that,
Jared.
Jared? All right, Jared.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
Floor is officially open, Jared. Oh, the door is
So,
open, my brother. Yes.
so my coworker, she came to work. It was about a week ago. She was complaining. She said her blood pressure was high.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor had her on a water pill and something else, and she was, saying, that it's not working. And then she felt a little faint. So I said, well, maybe her sodium level was low. So I said, listen, diagnose, treat, or cure any disease.
Go ahead,
Just
your bad self.
just information for the soul. I didn't use your food for the soul, Dr. Paul. I said information for the soul.
Information for the soul. That's right.
Information for the soul. So I said, just get some warm water, some Celtic salt, and just take that. And then like she had like a slight headache and always felt kind of faint.
Mm-hmm.
So she took that, and it was her sodium level was low.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as her blood pressure, I said, listen, my man I said, listen, man, you got to come and get on the family tree and listen. I said, my man, Big Bill, I said, go get some
beet juice.
Beet juice. Beet
Yeah.
So like I didn't know how many glasses, how many ounces to take, whatever. I said, listen, maybe do like 6 ounces in the morning and 6 ounces in the evening. So then she went back. She felt better. She went back to her doctor. She said she said that she don't want to be on that. So he took her blood pressure and it was cool. So she said that she was taking like beet juice, and then she said, well, where did she hear it from? Like where did you get the information? She said, well, my coworker, just mentioned it to me, and of course she said, well, don't really pay attention to that. That's just some mumbo jumbo.
Are you
all
kidding
this other
me?
stuff. Yeah.
He's smoking.
Yeah, like this is a PCP, and he's from down University of Penn too.
Oh my goodness.
A University of Penn doctor told her to don't listen to that mumbo jumbo. So then she told me, I said, listen, it's all about those pharmaceuticals for them because they get like a little kickback with that. But she as of yesterday, she said she hasn't been taking like none of the medicine. She said she takes her own blood pressure. She went and got her own blood pressure machine, and she said, she said that she's cool now. So I said, well, keep going back to your doctor, so you could just not don't go, but just go back and just keep proving them wrong. And then if you don't want to, deal with you, just go find another doctor.
And another
that's a terrible way to approach a situation.
Yeah.
If you have the proof right in front of you and the person is doing something well and their numbers are down, the appropriate response or bedside manner response would have been continue to do what you're doing. I don't understand what's happening with
I
that,
was
but
shocked.
whatever it is doing is bringing your numbers down. Now, if somebody
Yeah.
tells you mumble jumble and it's eating food, how can food ever be mumble jumble? Because again,
And
it
this
was
was a
he was in
University
it.
of Penn doctor. This was, and I
It
mean,
doesn't
you know,
matter.
everybody said, no, I know,
matters.
you know
It
how I
doesn't.
say,
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't
His
even
brain.
matter because
So,
when
yeah.
something like that comes out of somebody's mouth, that is just that's sheer nonsense.
Yeah.
That is definitely supporting their perspective or their philosophy, their narrative. You know, that's crazy that a person would even be to hear something like that. I would have been
I
like,
was shocked
I'm
too.
done.
I was shocked too. Like,
Yeah.
and this was her PCP. I was like, who?
Yeah.
I said, listen,
Well,
sis,
I
you
mean,
might want to change it up.
well, it becomes an immediate threat to them because they don't understand it. That's why. And they're not trying to. They don't understand that food is your life force. You know, they've only been taught one philosophy. It's a shame that that happens, but you know, you do what you do. If something does good for you and you see it and you bring the proof to them, and then they come back and say, don't do that. No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah,
No
so
way.
I did my part. I passed on the information, so I did
Well,
my part.
congratulations,
You did the right thing.
Jared.
You did
Let's
the
get
right thing.
everybody come off mute for Jared.
Congratulations, man.
Come on,
Congratulations.
man.
Congrats.
We're gonna put our
Yeah.
hands around your brother.
Yep,
Congratulations.
did my
Yes.
part.
Congratulations.
Hey,
Good
brother, you
job.
when she came in,
Congratulations. Keep
you
it
know what it
up.
really she should have
That's
she should have
really
said
good.
when he said, well, where'd you get that information? You know what she should have said? The family
The
tree.
tree.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And maybe
That's
he needs
what
to
she
get on
said.
here. Maybe we need to send him an email so he can join in and listen in. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, you can do that. We got no problem with that.
That's
He
what
ain't
she
got
As,
to
said.
do
as a
it
matter
now.
of fact,
We
it's
gotta
not
make it.
on Facebook, but it's also on YouTube. So he can always go
Uh-huh.
right there and listen to
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
He
tell
don't
him. You
want
know,
to
I
hear
say
that.
you can learn too. You ain't too old to
Yeah,
learn.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
learn.
He don't want to
And I'm
hear
Yeah.
so
that.
glad
Put your
I'm so
ego to
glad
the side and learn. You
There
know?
you go. That's right.
I'm
That's
so
right.
glad you said that, Dr. Paul, to when he it just hit a spark with me in Grand Risings, everyone.
Grand
When he
Rising.
said, and he's a UAP doctor. That don't make any difference.
I know
Doctor
that's
at
right.
all. I don't care where he
Yeah.
was from. It's how he was trained. And some people think, oh, UAP, they're better than others. No. And I'm not surprised at all. I am not surprised about anything that comes out of any of these physicians' mouths who are not taught better. And who
Let me
don't have
tell you.
such a
Let me
knowledge.
have.
It's all about
Let
the
me.
money.
You got it. Let me tell you a little story of why that's so dangerous. And I'm gonna tell you a little story. Names undisclosed. I'm not gonna disclose the names, of course, but it's just in my years of doing this. There was a situation very similar to this. Lady had issues with clotting. Okay, she was having clotting issues, and she had it bad. And they, of course, going back and forth with doctors and things like that. And they gave her, of course, some kind of like I think it was a warfarin or one of the blood thinners, that they normally prescribe for her. So she was back and forth, and she came through and said, "I'm done." She said, "I'm going back and forth. I'm bipolar in between high blood pressure, and then when it's good, it's bad. It's good, it's bad. I got headaches. My legs are swelling. Everything is terrible." I said, "Well, she came through an assessment. I told her, one of the things that you can do is you need to do dilators. Dilators dilate to open the vessels. It's probably the vessel activity." And with that, I said, not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease, just food for the soul. I said the red onion tea.
Yeah.
She says, "You kidding me?" I said, "No, the red onion tea will dilate because it's not only a natural antibiotic, but it's also the red onion has anthocyanins." And I broke it all down. And I said that you just take this and just drink it every day and see what happens. Well, she started taking it. And don't you know, she dropped her pressure like 40 points.
Okay.
Wow.
So she goes back to the doctor. Her, at that time, her doctor. And he has the same narrative as you just said, Jared. He comes back and she says, "Wow." He says, "Your pressure is like incredibly dropped." He says, "From what?" He's like, "Wow, the medication is really working." She said, "I ain't doing the medication."
Bust her bubble.
And he says, "What do you mean you're not doing the medication? So how is your pressure coming down?" And she says, "I took a red onion and I started boiling it and I started drinking it every day. And now that's it." She said, "The medication I kept telling you was giving me a headache. I couldn't take it no more." So he says, Oh, wow. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't
No,
do
he
that.
didn't.
Yes, he did. He said, don't do that. And she got so upset
You don't
because
do
this was a doctor or her PCP that was pretty much a family that had been there for like over 10, 15, almost 20 years with their family. So guess what she did? She stopped taking it. Her friend calls me up and said, she says, Doc, I don't know if you heard, but Sister So-and-so had a major problem, had a major fall. Well, she fell and broke her leg. She slipped on some ice, broke her leg.
Wow.
Got it? And after that, they said her leg swelled up so big. And then they took her to the hospital. She caught gangrene in the leg.
Oh.
So she went into the hospital. When they took her in, eventually they had to amputate her leg.
Wow.
And then she says, I said, what happened? I said, she was doing so well. She says, yeah, but she stopped doing it because the doctor told her. And she stopped taking the tea and she just started taking the medication again. She went outside, slipped on the ice, broke her leg, and then had that leg amputated. And she said, I felt so bad for her because I wanted to tell her, why did you stop? And she said, because he told me to. So that's why I'm saying to the family, if something is working for you, then there is no better proof than the testimony itself. That's why we do these testimonies, because it's the fact that it's working. But then on the flip side, I'm going to be on the side of some of the doctors. Some of the doctors actually came through, and you know what they said? Hey, it's working. You better keep that going.
Keep doing it, yes, sir.
I'm gonna play both sides for you, because there's some that were like, hey, I don't understand it. That is amazing to me. Matter of fact, I'm going to try it myself. That's one doctor said.
Yes,
I'm gonna try it myself. And he said, so you see where it can play both sides. But the key is that you are the testimony. So you make sure that you make the difference by you tracking. Anybody can tell you how you feel.
Man,
and how you feel. If you're feeling sick and then somebody tell you, you do something to make you feel good, and then they tell you it don't work, and then you go back and do it again, that don't make no sense. So just a word to the wise is sufficient. Keep it in mind and understand who you're talking to and who's talking to you. Got it? That's the key. All right.
Amen. Dr. Paul. Hallelujah. Dr. Paul, can you hear?
Yes.
Yeah, Farouk.
Who's that, Farouk?
Yes, I'm chiming in, baby. Yes, it is.
Hey, what's up, Farouk?
Yes, what's going on, family?
All right. What's up,
bud? I wanted to give God the glory for once and all. And ultimately, and also praise God that I'm on his line and I opened my mouth and he gave me running blood through my veins.
That's right.
I'm also grateful that I got breath in my body.
Yes.
Number two, I'm glad that I have the ability to identify things, without seeing them. And I'm so grateful that Organo Gold is booming, man.
All right, man.
We're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that trend going. But I wanted to give a little testimony.
Go ahead, man.
That the first off, I wanted to give my honors to be still being vegan. I actually wanted to chime in on one thing that was said about the doctors. So when I was taking medicine, I realized first of all, this medicine, most of it is actually sourced from plants, as I learned in my journey. But what they do is they take the very compounds and synthesize it by lab drawing it and creating it by genetically modifying it to the degree of it even not even being into its original source anymore. Which means they synthesize it to the degree where you don't even know where it's coming from at this point, because they actually take it from my journey on YouTube. They actually use what they use things to make bombs out of. They use it in your medicines, so that's why your body blows up and gets swelled up and inflamed. As a matter of fact, I'm sorry I had to go there. I mean, God for chiming in, but wait a minute. So the next thing of it is, this is what we're taking in our bodies. That's why you can't break it down or use it. So, and it's not bioavailable. The next thing is now, I got from that, and I went to herbs. I had seasonal allergies, all kinds of things. As soon as I transformed from the world side to the hallelujah side, man, I think the hallelujah started screaming the highest praise at that point. And the next minute I started coming down off of the medicine. And the next thing you see, I'm now on vegan. I'm saying I'm up to meat now. It's like the next level. I'm trying to work on the most of the stability of my anxiety and things like that. And it's like, wow, it's amazing. So I'm also grateful to God that you are actually advocating. I wanted to also acknowledge the fact that, yo, you are a major ambassador for the Africa, and also a major ambassador for health in general. And I wanted to give you honor because it's amazing how much work we have to go through and how much faith God is instilled in you to actually do this journey for us. So you're actually a health model. And God is going to continue to push you forward in your endeavors, my man. And also, you're going to be able to do whatever you're supposed to be doing. And you're a musician. I mean, y'all don't know this. Dr. Paul is really a musician, y'all. Like, y'all got to give him the.
We know
y'all gotta
about
give
that.
God
We know
the
about
glory for
that.
him.
Yes, he is.
Like,
Knowing that a long
brother,
time.
thank you, brother. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I'm just on assignment. Just like, Big B says it for us always when we said it. He said, Daddy woke us up this morning and we got to do what we got to do.
Amen.
And
That's
it,
exactly right, buddy.
And,
yes, sir.
I never, said I wanted to do this. I'd say I was
but
not, I was selected. I was not elected and selected. I wanted to play baseball. I told y'all and play cricket. That was it.
Never want to do this.
Yeah.
Hey, Doc, and guess what?
What?
You thought you was a business. I got one too. I ain't gonna be long. I'm be like, create and me a clean.
Get off my phone, Farouk. I love you, boy.
Purify me. Purify me. Create and me a clean heart.
Oh, give him a
Go ahead, Farouk.
And I
What's up?
will worship.
Yes.
Everybody come off
Superstar.
mute.
Go ahead,
Come
Farouk.
on,
Go
mute.
ahead, man. Go ahead,
I
man.
hear that boy
Go,
singing
go with your
over there
bad
like
self,
a
man.
bird. Singing
I
over
tell
there
you,
like
man.
Have to have
like a
the
songbird.
family tree
See?
quartet.
What's that?
Yes. Had to get
Woo!
the family tree choir.
Hello.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you,
I know how.
Farouk. I appreciate you,
Yeah,
man. I
man. Yeah,
appreciate
no
man.
you and
problem.
all you do.
Congratulations.
And we all stay on point. We hold each other up. Iron
Yeah,
sharpens
all day.
iron,
Amen.
right? Iron
Yes, sir,
sharpens
buddy.
iron. So
Yes, sir, man.
thank you so much, brother. I
Amen.
appreciate your words. Thank you. All right, let's see.
All right.
Who do we
No
got,
problem.
Big B?
Anybody else with a
Any
testimony?
more
Anybody?
testimonies? All right, anybody else with testimonies?
I got a test.
Sure.
Is that Queen? Go ahead, Queen.
Is that Queen? Mm-hmm.
So I think I mentioned before that I went to the doctor and he told me that I needed to the dentist and he told me I needed deep cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided that I'm not going to do that because I know oil pulling works. This was about a year ago. I went back to the doctor about a month ago, and after oil pulling, maybe twice or three times per week.
Okay.
Went back to the dentist, and there was no conversation about deep cleaning.
Shut up.
What?
Shut up. Go ahead. Go ahead, Queen.
Absolutely no appointment for deep cleaning.
Wow.
I asked him, I said, Dr. Sonny, what about the deep cleaning? Oh, your teeth are fine.
Wow. Let's come off mute for
See?
Dr. Paul.
Yes.
Go ahead, Queen.
Congrats.
Hey, just living the life.
Praise God. Praise God. Congratulations.
Well, Queen,
Yeah, God is good.
guess whose mouth really got shut?
Really,
At the dentist's office.
Thank you. Yeah.
Man, see?
Yes.
See? Yeah, buddy.
Testimony as well. Well, I started my business, Jazzy River Designs, which is an upcycle and tie-dye fashion business last year in February. And I was featured on Fox 29 on Wednesday, this last week.
Oh, awesome.
So, that was
Excellent.
a hug for me, and things are going great.
Yes, congratulations. And what was your business again? What was the name of it? What was it again?
It's Jazzy River Designs. It's an upcycle and tie-dye clothing business.
Which Put your information in the chat, Queen.
Can you put the link in for the family so we can support you on that?
Yep.
Anything that you have, your number,
if
your
you got a
website,
website and all that kind of stuff, put it in.
Even if you have that Fox clip, put that in there for the family. All right.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Excuse me. Comment in. Wait a minute. Is that Stephanie Cayenne?
No.
This is Betty Roebuck, Queen Bee.
Oh, y'all sound so. I'm sorry. Y'all sound so alike.
Okay.
All
Queen,
right.
you have knocked it out the park today. That was awesome.
That's
Congratulations on all your efforts and everything you're doing. And definitely, you can see how oil pulling is one of the most powerful things that you can do. With that simple oil pulling, it goes back thousands of years, and it is still undefeated. Still undefeated. That it can actually not only clean the teeth, but you know what it also does? It kills staph and streptococcus bacteria on contact. That means that if you're using something like a sesame oil, it is amazing what it does. It pulls all the impurities out of the body. But yet, again, man tries to you can't mess with God's property. That's all I can. So continue to do your great work. Congratulations. Everybody, one more time. Let's come on, mute for Queen Bee.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Good job.
Congratulations.
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 Awesome. That is
Betty's
awesome.
also going to be at the Christmas Village. Betty's going to have a booth there.
Oh,
excellent.
Nice.
Excellent. Nice. Well, we're going to support you. We're going to support you. All right.
Who's number 61? Jazzy River Designs.
Number 61. All right. Number 61. Jazzy. What's it? Jazzy?
Jazzy River Designs.
All right. Jazzy River Designs. All right. We're going to look for you. All right.
Thank you.
Yes,
Dr. Paul,
indeed.
my dentist likes oil
Thanks so
pulling
much.
too.
I
said my dentist approves of oil pulling too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
See,
if it shows results, you gotta acknowledge it. You know, if you don't acknowledge the truth, then my question is, what are you seeking? If you're not seeking truth, you know, we don't compete. You know, they say, well, what side are you on in competition? I'm not on any side. Only side I'm on is truth side. That's it. If it works, it works. That's it. You know, so we have to stay awake because God will use children to come and give you an answer.
And a little child shall lead them.
What was the booth number again?
She said 61.
61.
All right, let's see who else we got there.
Anybody
I have a testimony. I have a testimony.
Before you go, Mark, real quick.
Yes. Yes.
Dr. Paul, I did not get what she said the name of her business was.
Jazzy
Putting it in the chat now.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mark. I'm sorry.
No worries. No worries. I'm not mad.
All right, Mark. What's up, buddy?
First, giving honest to God for giving me the strength. Be here and say what I need to say. I haven't seen the dentist since that pandemic hit. You know, so going through that, you know, you can catch whatever. So I haven't seen the dentist in almost like 10 years. Maybe 9, somewhere around there. So I finally found the dentist and I went there and to get my teeth cleaned and see what was going on with my teeth. So they did what they had to do. And they said, "Ooh, we found what do you call it? A cavity and all that in two of your teeth. So what we need to do is just go ahead and no, they were talking about root canal. One of them needed to be root canal. I'm like, no, I'm not going through that again. Root canal, y'all destroyed my teeth. I'm sitting there like, wow, and I still have 2 in my front of my teeth that's, you know, false teeth. So I said, you know what? Leave them there. Please leave them there. Finish cleaning my teeth. I got something what I need to do. I'll be good. And I was eating on it for a while. Then all of a sudden, that tooth hurt so bad. I'm like, oh, I couldn't hardly touch it. I'm like, what am I going to do? I don't like to take no daggone opioids. I left those alone once I was going through my situation with when I fell down them steps. So I said, what am I going to do? Oil pull. And I start oil pulling. I started doing it and it didn't work until about 2 or 3 days later. And I felt some results. So I was able to eat again. And I studied eat, then it started again. So what I did was I did it twice a day for about 2 or 3 days. It don't even hurt now. Don't even hurt at
All
all.
right, man. All
And
right,
I will
Mark.
continue on doing it for the rest of, I got used to it now. I
Yes.
got used to it. And the only thing
That's
it's doing
good.
is taking all this bacteria out of my whole entire body.
You got it. You got it.
I
Let's
am
give
getting
Mark. Let's
better.
All right,
give
Mark.
Mark
That's
a
what's up, man.
hand. Let's give
Yes,
Mark
Way
a
to go, Big Mark.
hand.
got it.
Way to go,
All right,
man.
Mark. Way to go. Way to
Yes.
go.
And that walk is getting stronger.
Congratulations, Mark.
Yes, that walk
Okay.
is.
Got
I'm
his
be
moves
walking.
on.
I will be walking
Congratulations. Keep
normal.
on walking. Keep on
Yes,
walking.
I will
That's
be
right.
walking normal.
All right. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right. All right. All right. All right, Mark. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Man, I'm dancing. I can
All
get
right.
down.
Now, let me just
All right.
start. And we're gonna go in any more testimonies. Anyone have a testimony? I got one thing I want to cover. A couple of things I want to cover. But
Okay,
anyone
Dr.
have
B.
a testimony? Last testimony? Anyone?
All
We
right.
have a
Anyone have a
lot of hands
So we got
raised.
lot of hands up. So I'll
Lot of
let you do
hands
your part, and then we
questions.
get to
So
those.
let's move it
Okay,
on.
so
And
let's
please
just
keep
move
your
it down the
questions
line.
limited.
Let's start off. Yep. Who you got? Who you have first?
I
Okay, we
have a
got
question
Cecilia
and
up in the corner.
please take it.
Cecilia.
Hey, Cecilia.
Hey, Dr. Paul. Hey, family.
Hey, hey,
What's going
hey.
on? How you
Hello,
doing?
hello.
Good. How are you?
Wonderful.
I had a question about the purple purple fruits and vegetables versus the green.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know the purple is better, but I'm not sure why.
Right. Well, it's because it has the thing called anthocyanins. Anthocyanins. And anthocyanins is actually a very rich antioxidant that gives it this purple color, but also purple of any color in the spectrum has the highest frequency. So that means it's good for things like the brain, it's good for your eyes, it's good for pigmentation of the eyes, your skin. It also cleans the blood. That's why the purple onion or the red onion is always the highest. Anything in the purple usually is highest. It was even said that probably in the inception of the planet, all vegetables and fruits were probably purple because they were highest oxygen, very high oxygen. So that's why it has more energy. It's actually highest on the spectrum of energy. So remember now, it's interesting that the colors also match the chakra system in the body, right? Remember with the colors, what's the purple color? Anybody remember the chakra system for purple? What's purple?
Royal.
Number.
Where is that? What is
The
that
black-
one?
The
Everybody but Dr. Eloise, because I know she's on here. She'll tell you.
The
Dr.
third eye
Eloise, I
area.
see Dr. Eloise on there. Yep. Everybody.
Circulatory. The third eye area, right?
No, it's the crown.
The crown.
It's the crown.
The pelvic area.
No,
No, pelvic
See, I'm gonna have to grab the chart. I'm gonna have to grab the chart for y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the chart.
Yellow.
The top.
It has a lot to do. So when you see the charts, okay, the charts have everything to do with your chakra system. Got it? So I want to see if I can grab that for you real quick. Where is it? Where is my charts? Y'all remember we had that, right, Big B?
Yeah, I do remember.
I don't know. Here it is right here. Chakras endocrine system.
Purple is the crown.
Purple is the crown.
Well, it's actually purple is actually the pineal. The crown is violet.
I was right the first time.
The crown is violet, yeah. But it's
Yeah,
actually
the
in that
violet is
same
the color.
color. But then here's the color. Here's the difference right here. If you ever saw the onion, if you take it on the outside, it's red, but when you open it up, it's purple on the inside.
Purple, yes.
So it's in that same color. So it's all upper here. It's all upper. So if I were to show you the chakra system, I want to show it to you one more time. All right, everybody's still there, right?
Yeah, we're all here.
Dr. Paul,
Yeah.
can you unpin Mark? He seems to be pinned, and that's all I see.
What?
I'm not looking at you.
Okay, there you go. Is that it? Is that good? Is it back?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
unpinned now.
All right. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you where.
There we go.
Let's see. You see it?
It's there. Yep.
Intuition.
Do you see it?
Yep, I see it.
What do y'all see? Y'all see this right here, right?
Yes, we do it.
See
Figure 13.
The color? See right
Yeah,
here?
black screen.
See, but what is it also involved with? Spirituality, relationship, God, the God to God, universal source. That's the virtual. That's the T. Matter of
That's your
fact, you
crown.
remember this is for music. Let me bring this down a little bit. Remember y'all been to school? Who had music school? Do, re, mi,
Oh,
fa,
me.
sol, la,
La,
T.
T.
Yes, yes. So that
Back
means
to
that
go.
these
Boy,
are
just
based
fine.
on vibration. So, like I was saying, when you have a certain tone, that's that red onion or that purple has a certain tone. It has a certain frequency. That's right here. Got it? Matter of fact, there's another chart that gives you the exact frequency of those. And with that, you can stimulate each area right here. So everybody, just for a little practice, everybody just say so. Just say so.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol.
All right, where do you feel that vibrating at?
In the throat.
Your
There you
throat.
go, right there. Right, it's right there. See, that's also metabolism and calcium regulator. That's also for communication, because guess what? You're talking. Got it?
Yeah.
See, so
That's
anything
one
that
of the best charts I've seen.
right. So
Yeah,
if you
that's
say
excellent.
yep. So if you say T, say La T, say T. Where you feel at?
In the head.
Right in your
Make your
head.
head, make your head
Right
vibrate.
there. That's
Make your
right.
head
Right here.
vibrate.
Ground chakra. Yep.
Yep.
So you see so now I want to ask you, when you go into the market, don't you see one of these colors with every fruit and vegetable that's out
Yes, you
there?
do.
Yes, ain't nothing but God.
You can't see God, you ain't
You ain't
looking, boy. I
looking.
tell you, you can't see God,
Wow.
you ain't looking. Ain't that awesome? So it
Mm,
also
mm.
means that these are the chakra system. This is part of your endocrine system. This is
Yes,
what
yes,
moves
yes.
from the pineal to the pituitary, the hypothalamus, the thyroid, the parathyroid, down to the adrenal glands, down to your sex organs. All of this is tied into this thing called the serpentine fire, they used to call it, or the
Yep.
kundalini, or the endocrine system. That's what's happening. This is the chakra system, the energy that flows through the body. Now, if you have problems in areas like, for example, that area right there, that's usually going to be a thyroid issue. That's where in that area right there starts to block up, and it may swell up in that area. So that's where we got to start to watch our communication, watch what you're saying. Got it? See what I'm saying? So go down and you can see everything from the root chakra right down here is the dough, right? The dough.
Yep.
You know, that's the lumbar. Dr. Lenny will tell you about that lumbar. Doc, I'm doing better, Doc. I'm working on it. They be trying to get me through it, man. I'm in pain over here, but I'm working through it.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm making it.
Is he here?
Ray.
So I asked that question because I plan on surprising my family with purple cabbage this year.
Oh yeah. So you're gonna be a hit.
Well,
That's
maybe.
all right.
Here's to their health. Here's to their health.
Sometimes they say the purple carrot is too sweet, though. I've heard people say that. I don't like that purple carrot. It's too sweet. Some people, I don't know.
That's all right. Just say bless you.
I think it's anyway. I also wanted to show you the ugliest, craziest looking herb that I ever seen before in my life.
Oh gosh, what is it? What is it?
Let me turn my camera on.
Okay.
Ew, yeah. What is that?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me pin that.
That looks like a critter.
What is that? Yes.
It's a kalawala.
Kalawala?
Okay.
Kalawala.
Before you take that,
where's that from?
I order it online from my Dr. Sabi people.
Okay.
Probably from the motherland.
Before you use
Look like
that,
a hairy hot dog.
see, you got to remember now, before.
What is it?
What is it? It's a vegetable.
Here we go. No matter what you do, you gotta know what it's used for.
Yes.
See all of that? See those antennae that are coming off of there? See all that curly stuff coming off of that's antennae. or
Right.
antennae. See, the plant has the ability to bring energy. So what
Yeah.
color is that? Notice the color. What color is it?
It's like a brown something.
Mm-hmm.
There's something new.
It's a
That's
brown,
amazing.
but it's more on the purple side. And probably it'll be in that color spectrum. So it's very powerful. When these things are coming from different parts of the planet, that's probably coming from closer to the equator. You got to know what you're taking that for. Got it? Be careful with that.
I'm taking it for fibromyalgia. I hear it's for a whole lot of different stuff for like Parkinson's and lupus and MS and
but don't let you got to do your research on that.
Yeah,
Is what I'm
make sure
saying though. You got to get proper instructions. See, when people are putting stuff out like that, that's powerful stuff. You live up here, that come from down there. You got to be careful with that. That thing can throw you off a little bit. So make sure you do the research on that. Okay. All right. Be careful. All right.
I also wanted to know, just one more question. Has anybody else heard that they're gonna stop making Crystal Geyser in January?
No, that was something that was an old article. That was
No.
from one of their locations. That was one of their locations. They had a location that they stopped making, and that was the one that got in trouble for doing carbonization. Got it? So they shut that plant down. But that's an old article because that was this time last year.
That's years,
That was
years
last year.
old.
Okay,
Yeah,
good. 'Cause I ran all over the place trying to find some today. Had to end up going to Beverly, New Jersey. The big lots open. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Sid. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right. Keep up the good work. All right.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Okay. And all right, up next is Robin. Robin, you there?
Hi, Dr. Paul. Hi, Brother Bill.
Hello.
Robin, how you doing?
Good. I have a quick question.
Is it quick or is it necessary?
It's quick.
Okay. You can say no quick questions. All right, go ahead.
What is the shelf life for your green drink?
It's on the back. It's usually
on the
about
back?
2 years. Yep. If you look on the back, it's right on the back.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, great. Thank you.
It's usually about 3 years. So it's
3
something. Yep. It's usually about 3 years. So it is considered, and and even they make us put it on there, for the purposes of just letting people know when it was, give you a ballpark of when you got it. But it's actually it can be one of those sustainable foods that actually can sit around for a while, long time. As long as it's closed and not open, it can last a long time because it's dry. See, anything that's dry like that, you can stay for a long time.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, good question. And if you're looking at it, this is actually what she's talking about right here. Can y'all see me right now?
Yep,
Can y'all
right
see
there,
me?
right there, right there.
Right there. There's
Yes,
the green drink. Yep. It's in the bag now. And if you look on the back, we got dates right here. See right the dates? For this one right here, for example, this one is 9/10/2027. Got it? 2027. And then, of course, we got the colon cleanse. Can you see it, Big B? I can't see myself.
Yep, I can. Yes, I can.
And then we got the parasite formula.
Colon cleanse comes after that, and then the parasite after that, right?
Yep. Colon cleanse always first till you complete the bottle. We say control. What we say is a desired result means that when you eat soon after you eliminate. Got it? So that's the key. Take this after usually a meal. When you complete the entire bottle, then you go to the parasite formula. That's what this is. Now this one right here is packed with the highest amount of herbs that are specifically designed for those critters. When I went deep on the research, I really went deep on this one. So you're gonna find the wormwood is in here. The Bible speaks about wormwood.
Right.
Wormwood. Wormwood is powerful. And also the garlic bulb is in here. The cloves is in here. All of the fennel is in here. The black walnut is in here. So all of those are in one spot. So you can take that and that'll clean you up. We say get you sparkling.
Well,
all right.
make it go ahead sometimes.
Yes, go to shop.drpaulherbs.com. That's shop, S-H-O-P, .drpaulherbs with an S.com. Okay.
Can I say one question?
Sure.
Dr. Paul, your colon cleanse, you take the whole bottle, then you work on the other?
Right, that's right. Complete the first bottle all the way through.
All right, so I want to make sure. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
And who else?
All right. Up no, Cal Moody, you there, Calvin?
Brother Calvin, what's
Brother
going
Calvin,
on?
come on, buddy. We're waiting for you.
Calvin, you there?
How you doing, man?
How y'all doing?
Doing good, buddy.
Good. Dr. Paul, I went to ShopRite and I got some almonds, dry roasted and unsalted almonds. It says the only ingredient is almonds. The only ingredient is roasted almonds. I know you were saying before that like with some things like particularly with almonds and what have you, nuts, they're roasted in canola oil.
Canola oil.
Yeah, you got to watch some of them. Yeah, it'll usually say it though. It'll usually
Right.
say
Yeah,
it.
because I was wondering if it's not saying it, it's not in the product, right?
That is correct. Usually, but they should say something. It should tell you what kind of oil they roast. Well, if you're roasted, remember roasted is if it's dry roasted, it wouldn't say
Yeah,
anything.
dry
If
roast.
it's
It's dry roast.
roasted, they'll tell you usually what they're roasting. They usually do.
Okay.
So it doesn't say
Also,
it doesn't say anything at all.
it just says dry roast.
Dry roasted is something different. You know that there's not going to put oil
It
on
just
there. But
says
if
dry
it's regular
roasted
roasted,
ingredient, roasted almonds. That's it.
yes. See if it says not dry roasted, if it just says roasted, they're going to put on their oil.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been watching some vegan videos on YouTube, and I want to make some vegan cashew butter. So I usually like I'll put them get some guide water and some baking soda, salt them, make sure that everything's okay with that.
Yeah.
And then I'll put them in a food processor. But I'm wondering what kind of oil should I be using? Can I use sesame oil?
What? Well, remember, if you're doing the cashew, you don't really need an oil. Why are you putting the oil to make the why are you using the oil?
I wanted to make some cashew butter.
Oh, you talking about to
You
make
don't
a
need
cashew
oil.
butter? You don't need oil with it though. Yeah,
Okay.
because there's oils that are made with cashew butter, with cashews.
Okay.
You press those and you can get an oil out of them. So you wouldn't use an oil with that. Yeah. Matter of fact, if
Okay.
you just punch in, I'm sure there's like a million recipes out there for cashew butter.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you just go right to cashew butter and punch it in, you'll get it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But you don't need no oil with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All
All right.
That's it, man. Thanks a
All
lot.
right. Good
All right,
stuff,
all right,
man.
Cal.
Good stuff. All right.
Okay,
right, let's
Dr. Lee,
see.
up next is Sheila.
Hey, Sheila.
Hey, Sheila.
How are you doing?
Just fine.
Fine, yeah. I have been searching for CoQ10 tablets, and I cannot find them in tablet form. I notice everything now is made in gummy form. What do you think is better?
No, always going to be the capsule form, not tablets. Capsules.
Okay, right.
Capsules, right? Usually vegetarian capsules. Or sometimes you'll get it in gels, gel caps. So those are the best ones. Now, if you can't find them, are you online regularly or you're not online?
Sometimes.
Yeah, if you can't, because they're out there. They're definitely out there. If you punch in on the Google and punch in CoQ10, it's everywhere. So if you are very not savvy on the internet and don't want to get into it, just call Wayne Avenue Health Food and Brother Shakira, he'll get it for you. Okay. Okay, give him. You got his number?
I've been there before.
Yeah, but you have his telephone number?
No, but somewhere. But you can give it to me again.
Yeah. So go ahead on and just give his number. I don't know, Prophetess, you got his number?
It's in the chat. Give me a second. If you go back and let me just
Wayne Avenue Health Food Store?
Wayne Avenue Health Food Store. It's up here with the Get Dr.
Wayne, yeah, you can
Get
Google.
Dr. Paul's products. It's
Yeah, I have the number right here. Here we go.
Yeah.
I got you got it.
It's easy to find.
Yeah, I got it right here. I just didn't have it in front of me right at that time. His number is 215-420-4302. I call them the senior champions. Champion for seniors, because they don't want to get into all that, that ball, all that internet stuff.
Dr. Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Sheila, you got it?
That was it, yes.
Okay,
All right, thank you so much, Sheila.
Appreciate you, Sheila.
You can also get it on Amazon because I just got my supply in CoQ10 PQ2.
Yeah, it's all over the place. So
Yeah.
people really have seen changes. I've talked to several cardiologists and they say the same thing. They say, yeah, we telling them all just go ahead and get it. If it shows results, you can't ignore it. And I mean, if you're
Right.
just ignoring it, that's just, it's just they're not wanting to, accept the fact that there are changes that make a difference. So, keep that in mind. All right, let's see who else we got there.
Okay, Queen Bee, you're up next. I know you're up earlier, but you're still up. Are you still there?
Queen?
I'm here.
Okay.
Okay, so Dr. Paul, I have a very strange thing that happened to me this week. I bought a pair of shoes and I believe it might have been a little tight across my instep, the top of my foot.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a pain behind my right knee. And then when I was lotioning the next morning, I saw 2 veins on my foot, really dark, black. And that went away in about a day. But the pain subsided. And then the next morning I woke up and my knee now was swollen. Now this is the front. So I had a pain at the back and then my knee got swollen. And I iced it and elevated it and stayed off my foot for a while. But then the next day, the pain at the back of my foot came back and the knee swelling has gone down. It's down now. So it's back and forth. What could cause that and how can I address that?
Swelling behind the knee can be caused by a lot of different things. And one thing, if you saw a little bump back there, they used to call that a Baker's cyst. Sometimes you can have, and it's where basically it's fluid that builds up there from, in areas you can get back there, and it can be painful. It can be very painful.
It is.
And with that, we just bring the swelling down. There's a lot of things that you can do. We definitely say keep it elevated. Definitely you want to make sure that you didn't tear anything. So when the swelling usually is a first sign that it's the body trying to stabilize it. Because you remember people say, well, why is my knee swelling? Why is the ankle? Well, it's creating a natural it's trying to create a natural cast so you can't move it. Got it. That's the whole point. So you don't move it and isolate it. So things like heat, cold. I mean, it's a lot of different ways you can, bring the swelling down. Cold, of course, with the ice to bring it down if you have to. But like we said, it's trying to isolate it. So wrapping. Dr. Lenny is strong on that rock tape. That rock tape is working, bro. Let me tell you, that rock tape is something.
Rock tape?
Yeah, it's called rock tape.
Yeah.
Is Doc still on there? Is Doc still there? Hey, Doc. Tell him about the rock tape, man.
So rock tape is a form of kinesio tape. So kinesio tape you get at like a CVS or Walgreens or whatever, but rock tape is I prefer that it sticks a little longer, the way that it adheres to the skin, but it can be used for one of the main things we use it for is for posture and making people more aware of their posture. It can be used for swelling, helping to get edema out of an area, can be used to help support a muscle. It's really has a lot of different functions and it's very benign. It doesn't have any latex in it, so it shouldn't have any adverse reactions for skin or anything. But can be really beneficial for a lot of different things. And I had a situation a couple of weeks ago where I had one of those fold-up ladders. Folded up, and I thought I broke my wrist. It was pretty damn scary. So,
oh, Doc, we can't hear that with you. No,
I'm not gonna mess with that. But,
no.
I had a hard time closing my hand, and I put that on, and like 3 days later, I was pretty much good to go. I still have a little bit of swelling in there, but it really helps a lot. It's very versatile, very effective, and very minimal potential side effects.
Yeah.
Is that what they use in athletes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
You'll see it on their back sometime, or the runners will have it on their legs or their knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really works.
Now,
Because what it does, it helps to support the muscle. And sometimes, like when the muscle is strained, it will help you get around and move because you can isolate it if you put it the right way. You got to know how to place it, though. So
There's some great videos on YouTube. So if you look up like YouTube, whatever, YouTube rock tape knee or calf or whatever area, But some really good videos, and they can walk you through and show you how to use it. Very great resource.
Thank you, Dr. Lenny.
Lifts
It's
the top
great.
layer of skin and gets more blood flow into the tissue. Blood carries oxygen, helps that tissue heal. So it's effective.
Good.
Paul, I
Sounds
also want to
sweet.
mention that I have stiffness if I drive for like 30 minutes when I am ready to get out of the car. I have to stand up for a minute before I walk.
Yeah,
It's
the
stiff.
stiffness.
It's really stiff.
Yeah, it's very stiff. So, you want to start to make sure you're doing some good circulation. We say not to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease, just food for the soul. Get those circulation herbs. Things like dandelion root will help to bring down swelling.
Okay, I'm
Yes,
taking
it
that.
will.
Yep. Dandelion root, comfrey works well. Also comfrey ointment. There's comfrey creams. There's comfrey ointment. There's also arnica. Arnica is good. Calendula is good. Some call it calendula, but it's calendula. Those are good. I can just think of a lot of them that help to bring the swelling down. But just
Awesome.
stay off of it. The best thing you can do, I'm gonna tell you, from my playing sports and everything, and probably Doc could tell you too, we do a lot of stuff to it. We just gotta just stay off of it. That's it.
Oh my gosh, that's so hard.
Yeah. And then things like Himalayan salt baths are excellent also, because the thermal of the bath heat and the salt itself can help to reduce inflammation. So those are things that I do. Just try to bring it down and just stay off of it as much as you can. Yeah, let it do its
Thank you
thing.
very much.
Okay, thank you, Queen.
Also get
Appreciate it.
acupuncture, Dr.
Oh,
Paul.
yes, I'm sorry, Doctor.
Okay, Dr. Eloise,
Dr.
I come
Eloise,
to you.
bad doctor.
Dr. Lenny, you can come see me too.
Yes.
Bad doctor. I'm a
There you
Oh,
bad
come
doctor.
on
I
Tuesday
take care of
afternoon.
swelling.
That's my turn.
Absolutely. No, Dr. Lee said,
Absolutely. My apologies, dear. My apologies.
Okay, I'll see you.
You can do it all and take do some
sorry.
acupuncture
Yes,
too.
absolutely. Get that acupuncture because that will bring
Oh,
the swelling
yes,
down.
Lord, for the
Yeah.
acupuncture.
I'm trying to make up for it, Doctor.
I have a question from Facebook. Paul.
boy.
What was that?
I have a question from Facebook while we're talking about the foot and Dr. Lenny.
Okay.
The question originally was, let me go back up here to it. It's the only question on Facebook. I'm sorry.
Also, sometimes people would get the other one with the foot. If you're talking about like a plantar's situs.
Go ahead, Dr. Paul.
No, I'm saying if sometimes people get the Baker's cyst is one. The other common one sometimes is the plantar fasciitis, which actually underneath the foot. Woo, boy, that's painful, boy. That's another painful one.
Yeah.
Fasciitis. It's the plantar fasciitis under the foot. Sometimes that can cause inflammation. It's all of these things with the muscles. I got a theory, y'all. I got a theory. And you know what that theory is? I've never seen so many people with muscle issues, including me. I've never seen it. And I always said when they were going to raise this thing up to 5G, that was going to be the number one thing.
Yeah, buddy.
It starts to pull. It pulls the moisture out of your body. And no matter how much water you're drinking, it's like it's constantly pulling it from your cells because we're in these cages of Wi-Fi. You think about it. Everybody in your street or in your block got Wi-Fi, right?
That's why I say you need to take a day off.
Can you mute yourself, please?
Yep. Make sure you mute yourself. Mute yourself. So everybody has these things going on. No. Mute yourself. Hakeem, mute yourself.
Thank you.
All right, got you. But we're all in cages. And this thing is becoming an issue because they knew that even back with 3G, they say this stuff depletes the oxygen and the moisture out of your cells. So with now 5G, almost 100 times more 3G, you can imagine that we're in these neural nets. They call them neural nets of Wi-Fi because everybody got one. Everything is Wi-Fi now. Think about it. Everybody got a phone, right? Because everybody got a phone. And then the place you're probably in has Wi-Fi. Probably they got gas. They probably got water. They got electricity, which all of those have Wi-Fi now because nobody comes knocking on your door and going in your house no more or going to the back. Everything is Wi-Fi. So all of this, if we could just see what these rays of light look like, we would probably not be able to see each other.
That's true.
We probably be like, I can't see anything. It's just so crowded and polluted. They call it electronic pollution. That's what they call it, electronic pollution. And yes, I believe it's affecting all of us. It's drying us out. So Himalayan salt baths, do some things, do some, get your block, get your block on your phone.
Mute yourself, Mark.
Yeah, get your block on your phone. Thank you. All right, so keep that in mind, family. All right. All right, who else we got, y'all? Hey, I got somebody else. I got something before. Hold that point. I got somebody I want to. Uh-oh. There's Brother Wayne right there. Brother Wayne. Wayne Knight, how you doing, buddy? Yes, I was just trying to introduce you, buddy, because I said I know you got something to do, but you had an important message you wanted to bring to the family. So tell us, man. Tell them who you are, what you got going on, and what brings you on the family tree tonight.
Okay. Dr. Paul, first of all, mic check. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can. We got you, Mike. Wayne. Got you, man.
We got you.
Hey, Bill, how are you, my brother?
Great.
Excellent. Real quick for the family tree. My name is Wayne Knight. I probably know a few people on this call, but I'm a member of Salem Baptist Church. I'm the leader for the men's ministry right now at Salem Baptist Church, and just wanted to send out an invitation to the men on this call. My apology to the women, but we're having a men's seminar on November the 30th. We're partnering with First Baptist Church of Huntington Valley. The Reverend Dr. Petty is the pastor there, and yours truly is going to be the keynote speaker. Dr. Paul, NAACP award winner extraordinaire, is the keynote speaker, and I'd like to invite all the men to come out November the 30th. It's a Saturday. It's after Thanksgiving on purpose, so hopefully you can kick all your family members to the curb and come out.
I heard that.
It's from 10 to 2. Dr. Paul, did you send out the flyer already with the address and everything, or?
Yes, I have it. Matter of fact, I'm sharing it about 2 seconds. I'm sharing it with the family. They saw it before. I did bring it to their attention last week, but I'll bring it again this week. There it is right there. If the family can see it. Can you see it? Oh, well, no, you can't.
Not yet. Not
that. Where are you? That's the other screen. I'm going to share this with them so that you can see it.
And just in closing.
There it is. That's there.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. We're asking for it's a small donation of $20. We're going to have a full-blown breakfast. And then once again, Dr. Paul will be there. He'll be there with a lot of his products. We're going to do the water test. It's just a good time of food, fellowship, and fun. I call it the 3 F's. So if you're able to make it, please come on out. We're just asking you to RSVP. My cell number is on the flyer for all the fellas. Just send me a text saying I'll be there +1, +2, just like you do at a wedding, so we can have a head count for the cooks, and just come out and have a good time. And once you get an opportunity to, meet Dr. Paul if you've never met him before, and more importantly, partake of all the good stuff that he's been advising on over the years to help everybody get to an optimal health and be blessed. Okay, so thank you for this time, and Dr. Paul, thank you for allowing me to spread the word.
Absolutely, Wayne. And one more question for you, buddy. Tell them the mission that you started over at Salem and how this all started with you bringing the men and why this is so strong on your heart.
Well, at the end of the day, in full transparency, I'm 55. I like to live to at least I'm 95, and with Dr. Paul's help and just the knowledge. And, I've never been a selfish person. I always like to share. And the mission of Salem, it's a very large church, a lot of good brothers there, and just meeting together to, the phrase iron sharpens iron. We try to bless and help each other out. And part of that is health. I mean, if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. You can be the wealthiest person in the world and everything else, but if you don't have your health, you have nothing. So part of my mission is to make sure that everybody in my circle, including my church, is healthy and eating the right food and drinking the right water, all that good stuff. So once again, this partnership with the other church, as well as we've invited Enon, we've invited from folks from Bethel, we've invited folks from our other churches. So it's not just a Salem thing. It's once again, the goal is to galvanize all the men in the Philadelphia and surrounding areas just to be on one mission, one accord, and make better lives. Better lives make better husbands, better brothers, better uncles, and the rest goes on and on. So that's my mission.
Well,
Amen.
thank you so much,
Appreciate you.
Wayne. Let's give Wayne
Yeah,
a
Wayne.
hand. Everybody come
Go,
off of
Brother
you. Give
Wayne.
Wayne a shout for being the
Yeah.
ambassador
Nice
of
day.
health over there.
Great job,
Thank
Wayne.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes,
Wayne.
Amen.
You get to be 28 like me, Wayne.
What's good
I
about
will
this?
be there.
Yes, like this is very good because Wayne, you and I've had several conversations about the men. You're part of our men's group. That we started. That's how you and I met with the men's gathering that used to have at the Eagle's Nest all the time. And you know the importance of how men. It is our issue that we have that we don't go to the doctors. They
Yes,
don't
amen.
go. And I understand because we were talking about the doctors earlier about the narrative, but you got to do something. You got to do something. Don't sit there and not do nothing. And that's what I tell the brothers, and that's my message for the brothers, because prostate cancer is at a high, diabetes is at a high, dialysis is at a high. Cancer across the board for everything is at a high. So our brothers, we got to get them on point. So ladies, if you have a significant man in your life that you're having issues with or have this, we take the hardest of hard, to deal with, and cantankerous of cantankerous. Because I deal with them all. And I know where they feel. I feel them, but I want them to also know that there is a place for you, and it comes with better understanding and better knowledge. So you got to get more information to make a better informed decision. Got it? So come on out. That's First Baptist Church of Huntington Valley, 2451 Murray Avenue. That's in Huntington Valley. Now, it is a $20 donation. That is just a donation factor we ask because they are providing breakfast, and this is going to be an RSVP. So ladies that are still going to be cooking, they got to know how many people are coming. So that's what it's all about. So if you have more information, if you want more information, Big B's going to send it out on the chat today, or actually it's going to be in the chat, but also in the notes for this transcript for this evening. But Wayne, for those that are calling by phone, Wayne's number is 917-797-5995. I'll say it one more time. 917-797-5995. Thank you, Brother Wayne. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, man.
All right. Thank you,
brother,
man.
I put it in the chat. Thank you.
All right, man. You
Thank
got
you,
it.
man.
Okay,
Appreciate
cool.
you. All right.
All right. All right. Up next, we got Pat up in the corner. Pat, you there?
Hey, Pat.
Pat? There we go.
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
Hey,
Go right
Pat,
ahead.
what's going on?
Hi, how you doing, Dr. Paul? Hi, Brother Bill.
Hey.
So I wanted to ask you, seaweed, what is that good for?
Everything. And seaweed is good for everything. You know what seaweed is good for? Seaweed is good for, specifically, if I were to say one thing that really can be effective for the family right now, and it's for women, mostly for women, would be the thyroid. Thyroid, because people are having issues with hypothyroidism. Imbalances of the thyroid happen, at alarming rates. Yeah, because it's part of that endocrine system we talked about earlier, but it's very much a part being driven by stress from the adrenal glands.
Right.
And also there's another thing that people don't talk about, and that thing is called oxalates. Got it? Oxalates. Y'all heard of oxalates? Did we ever talk about oxalates?
Yes, sir.
I've talked about oxalates before. Yeah.
And the tea.
Yeah. So you have to start to realize that a lot of the oxalates can cause problems with dehydrating the system and can cause a lot of thyroid issues. It can cause a lot of issues with if you're having, believe it or not, oxalates are very high in things like kale. You know that? Did y'all know that? That kale has a lot of oxalates.
Hmm.
So you can't take too much of these things, and teas have them. All plant life has it, but at what level, we just don't want it too high. So sometimes we can do things that cause these things to throw off the thyroid, but the safer of those would be the seaweed. Got it? So if you're coming off someone transitioning off of eating a lot of the kale and things like that, guess what? You can switch right on over to the seaweed because it's more bioavailable. Your body
Okay, so
assimilates it.
what form of seaweed is it, and where do you
You
purchase it from?
you got all of them. You got the green, the brown, the red. Yep, all good. The purple
Okay.
is my favorite. I do the purple in my green drink. I specifically went with the purple dose. God, y'all catch that? Purple.
I know that's right, buddy.
Purple. Purple
One
dose.
more time.
It's very hard to get, but I got it. And I get it from a specific distributor, and that's down by the equator. And I know that it's good because it is very good for balancing, and it helps that thyroid to balance out. That's why we use it. So seaweed also has the ability to not only balance the thyroid, but it also is a blocker of radiation. So it's good for detoxing pre and post if anyone's gone through chemo. It is actually a dragnet. It pulls radiation out the body. But it can be a blocker and protective for things like strontium 90 and things like a lot of different radioactive material. So it's very good for all those things that you can't lose by taking seaweed.
Okay, so is it in pill form, or what
Comes in
form is
all
it in?
it comes in all forms. Capsules, you can get it raw, you can get it in powders, you can get it in every form. Every form you can get it, and every form is all good.
Okay, so
Chips, you can get it at
where
Trader
can I
Joe's.
get it?
You can get it right online, anywhere online. Matter of
Oh,
fact, you
okay.
can call. You
Or
can call.
Trader Joe's.
I'm sorry.
Somebody mute yourself. Mute yourself. You can get it from
The
Derek
Asian
Bullock is a good
supermarket.
friend of mine. You know, Derek is a friend of the family tree. I would say go to him first because Derek gets his at different parts, and he's very good. He gets the sea moss, but he gets a lot of the seaweed also. So give him a call. That's Derek Bullard. We call him Sea Moss Man. Okay, he should be able to
Okay.
help you out. Okay.
Okay.
Let me
I
see.
have one additional question. What can you do for someone that has a low blood pressure, someone that's in, I guess, the late 30s, and their blood pressure is like 98/62? Is that bad? Is that crucial, or?
Well, it depends on their lifestyle. You know, what are they doing? Usually, when it's that low, we try to move the spirit. You know,
Okay.
usually they're usually laid back and a little bit too laid back sometimes. We try to move the spirit. And I'll go through that one day with y'all, you know, how we use energy. Because remember, you either speed up, slow you down, or balance you out. So we move the spirit when it gets too low. That means they got to get more other things in their life moving forward. Also, it shows mineral deficiencies and dehydration at the same time. So we got to raise those factors, and that usually they need an assessment. Okay, but low blood pressure can be bad. It can be bad if it gets too low. That's correct. You know, if it gets too low, just like, but also I would take a strong notice to the pulse. Got it? The pulse. A lot of people eliminate the pulse. They don't think about the pulse and how important the pulse is. See, the pulse is how that heart is pumping. You know, at resting state or active state, that heart is telling the story. So many people come in and their pressure, it's like, oh, doc said my pressure's fine. And then when I take it, it's fine. But then I look at the pulse, and the pulse is like 90 or something, and you sitting there in front of me like resting. I'm like, yo, your heart is pumping.
I know that's right.
So your heart is pumping. You got to make sure you check that pulse. That pulse is just as important, and that's why they take that. So I would say have them have assessment. Come on in. Is he in the Philadelphia area?
Yes, yes.
Okay, tell him come on in and get an assessment. If he's willing to come on in, I can help him. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, one question. When I came to see you, you told me something about the lymphomic system or something like that.
Lymphatic system.
Right, right. And so you told me I had to get it moving. So what do you do to get it moving?
I gave you all the stuff to get it moving. Remember?
Gotta move.
Or
You
the
gotta
green
move.
drink and the other
Yes, everything we talked about. I gave you everything you need. You better go to your
okay.
notes. You got your notes, right?
Yeah, I have my notes, and
Right.
I did the things that you had told me to do, but
Now, what
yeah.
really starts to do it now, you can't take those herbs and everything and drink the water and everything and not move. Got it?
Not move.
Remember? The
Yeah.
secondary circulatory system. Got it? That's what the lymphatic system is, the sewer system of the body. But
Right,
it doesn't have a pump. Remember, it doesn't have a pump. Not like the first
right.
system. Doesn't have a pump. It only has muscles that twitch and move, but they only move when you move. So you got to move. Got it?
Oh, well,
That,
I told you I go to the gym 4 times a week anyway, so I
yeah, so
do.
you good. So,
Yeah, so
but
I do move.
now here's the thing though. Sometimes even if we're moving,
Right,
still you got to get the first certain herbs and things because you can get an infection in that lymphatic system and it won't move. And
right.
there's
Oh,
people that
okay,
work out every day. So we may have talked about some other things to make sure there's no, bacteria and things like that floating in there. So you got to watch
mm-hmm.
certain food choices, things like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just
All
follow your
right,
notes. You should be good, all right?
all right. Thanks so much.
All right,
All
take
right,
care.
Pat.
Thank you, Pat.
All right,
Appreciate you.
Okay,
you're
that's called
welcome.
Can we
Lavar.
go to
Lavar.
Facebook now?
All right, let's go to Facebook. Let's go to
Okay, go
Facebook.
to Facebook.
Okay, the question was similar to the woman who had the question about her foot and her sneaker. She says she stands a lot, and her sneakers caused her to have a lump on the inside of her foot. And then she wanted to know what she could do about it. And then when Dr. Lenny and you were talking about the rock tape, she wanted to know if the rock tape would work.
It
She has
could.
to
It,
try
it
it.
could. I think she needs to she needs to be assessed first to see what's going on, because if you got something on the inside of the foot, it could be because of something scraping, could be the shoes she's wearing,
Yeah, she
you
says she
know.
stands all day at work and she got a lump came on her foot from her sneaker. It's on the side of her foot, rather. I'm sorry.
On the outside or the inside?
She did not say. She just said it came on the side of her foot from her sneakers. The doctor says it's inflammation. It's very painful. What can she take? And then she later asked about the rock tape.
Yeah, the foot soaks are what we do. Foot soaks in that case, Himalayan salt, foot soaks. We also, I mentioned all the ones. We mentioned the arnica cream, the comfrey, all of those that we just talked about. Now, if there's something that, I would examine the shoes. I really would, because she may need a better shoe that can help support arch support. Doc's got them shoes too. He got them insoles, y'all. Yeah, he got them
I know that's right.
insoles. He got them insoles. He get your feet measured. He can tell you what you need. So I would say she needs an assessment. Get to a good podiatrist or someone that can really help her with that, and make sure she examines the shoes. You'd be surprised. You remember back in the day, Big B, they said, you love them pointed toe shoes. No,
It is the truth.
the
That's right.
pointed toe shoes.
And have your feet come looking like this.
Yeah, and then that's where the bunions come in. That's where the
Yeah,
bunions
buddy.
kick in because
Big
your weight's
time.
going down in the
Yeah,
front.
man.
Your weight's packing into there. You're gonna get some bunions. Yep. So I would look at to examine the shoes, but she needs an assessment, it sounds like. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
LeVar Watson, you're up next, and then Carol G.
I wasn't finished with Facebook, but
Okay, well, go ahead. Don't finish up.
no, the last question was, I don't remember what her name was, but she asked a question about vegan CoQ10. Should she only be
Vegetarian?
taking
You
vegan?
mean vegetarian capsule?
I guess that's what she said. I
Yeah.
guess
Yeah, vegetarian capsules.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because
it.
the other one, yeah, I mean it's good. As long as you can get make sure it's the vegan caps. I believe that's what she's probably saying. Yeah, CoQ10, and nowadays you need that PQQ. You need it.
Man, it is
You
the
need
truth.
it. You got to get the PQQ with it. The quinine absolutely deals with, what they call mitochondrial
Mitochondria, right?
regenesis. Yes,
Yes.
regenesis. So it regenerates the cells. So it's pre and post those that, make sure you don't, preventative for strokes, but also those that have had strokes. it actually regenerates cells. So it's very good, very good, very
So
good
that
stuff.
everybody doesn't have to take that, right?
No, no.
Okay.
No, nobody
All
has to
right.
take nothing. Yeah, you got to make sure it's for you. That's correct. But if
It's
we're
better.
talking about that and you've determined that you need that, PQQ is helpful. It's very helpful. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Where do we go?
Okay.
Here we go.
LeVar and then LeVar Watson and then Carol G. LeVar?
Hey, peace. I got a few questions. I'm gonna try to keep it as short as possible. I'm definitely have to call you. I'm in Dallas, Texas, by the way.
Okay.
And I have
Brother
to call.
LeVar. All right. Dallas,
Hey,
Texas. All right.
yes. Yeah, I eat out of plant-based food. I try to watch that. But I do deal with stuff with a few things. So my first question, you said, to get the blood pressure down, you said just boiled red onions and just drink that by itself, or do you do anything else with that?
No, actually, that's it. Try to make sure it's organic. Okay, it's already a natural anthocyanins, but they're all part of the allium family. See, the allium families are the onion family, highest being the purple or red onion, all the way down to the scallions, including garlic. So they're going to be not only antibiotic properties, but they're going to have the ability to be like a washing machine. It agitates the plaque buildup in the arteries and veins. So it stimulates what's called the endothelial, which is the vessels which move in the lining of the arteries and veins. So anyone that has congestive heart issues or high blood pressure or plaque issues, it's a double positive for you. So you would take that onion, make sure it's organic. Number 9, we say number 9 is the organic number or the first digit if you're looking at it, or if you're in Dallas, you probably got some organic farmers down there. So take that red onion, put it in some good water. What kind of water you drink, Bar?
I drink spring. I'm in Texas, so I drink a lot of Ozarka. It's a spring water down here.
Okay. So just make sure try to make sure it's a spring water bottle at the source. That's what you want. The best, strongest, highest of the alkalinity is going to be bottled at the source. Spring water tends to be, watch the ones where they are above springs because they're not the ones that have the highest alkalinity. So you take that onion, drop it in there, boil it for about 20 minutes. When it gets soft like a ball, take it out, drink that hot tea all throughout the day. If you can do that successfully throughout the day, usually in about 48 hours, you could declot every artery and vein in 48 hours.
Wow.
Very powerful testimony for that is plaque buildup. It just breaks the plaque up in the arteries and veins. Very good.
Gotcha. And my next question is, I saw in the chat somebody else talk about mushroom coffee. So I drink mushroom coffee, and I drink it by a company called Rise. Have you heard of that company? And what do you think about that?
Just make sure it doesn't have any additional additives to it. Mushrooms are autonomous, so I don't really believe in too much mixture of them. I believe that they stand for themselves. So one is only what you need. What kind is it? Is it like lion's mane? Is it chaga or a combination? Things like that?
Yeah, it's a combination, but it's a pretty popular company. That's you can order offline and you can send it to you. And I don't know if you heard of them or not,
Oh
but I
yeah,
do that a lot.
absolutely. Yeah. Anytime you have any mushroom coffees, they're better because they're good for dementia and Alzheimer's. It stimulates the pineal gland. So it actually is very good for you said Rise, right? You said
Yes.
Rise, RYZE.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one online. Yep, that's what it is. Yep. That's the good one. That's a good one. Just make sure it doesn't have any probiotics in it. That's the only thing I look for. Okay, no probiotics. Sometimes you'll see some of those and they'll put a probiotic in it.
What?
Let me see if I can find it real fast. Probiotics, no probiotics. See, remember, the mushroom is a plant, so it's a prebiotic. We are the converters. Yeah, this one has organic mushroom, cordyceps, reishi, king trumpet, shiitake, turkey tail, lion's mane. This is all good. This is good. I don't see any probiotics in here. Cordyceps. MCT is in here also, which is good. And which is medium chain triglycerides. That's good. Mushroom. Yeah. Because remember, they even give it I like this. I like this. They give you a breakdown of the black coffee versus the mushroom coffee. And the black coffee, it says, triggers the gut, where mushroom coffee balances the gut. And it says black coffee is acidic, which I always tell y'all. It's acidic. And they said mushroom coffee enhances the mood, it's alkaline. Yep. Causes jitters. Black coffee causes jitters. Fight or flight. That's what that is. So, yes, it's good. It's all good. That looks good. All right.
Gotcha. I appreciate it. I got more, but I know we got a lot of people on the call. I appreciate the answer
Hey,
the question.
man, this your first time on? This your first time on?
No, I've been on a few times, but I never raised my
He was
hand and
hiding.
asked
He
any
was
questions.
hiding in
He
the
was
cut.
hiding in the back.
That's all.
Hey,
In the
man.
We
cut.
still love you,
Yep.
LeVar.
Yeah.
Yep. I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yes,
I
yes. Thank you,
definitely
man.
gonna support you.
Appreciate
I
you.
appreciate everything you do.
All right. Thank
Thanks,
you.
buddy.
Appreciate you, buddy. All right.
All right. Up
Here down
next.
there in the Lone State.
Yeah.
Up next, Carol G in the corner. Carol G
Carol
been laying in the
G
cut too.
in
See,
the
she been trying to
house.
hide with a number, but I know who
Carol,
she is.
where
I know
you
who she
been,
are.
Carol G? Where Carol
Hey,
G been?
everybody.
Hey,
Hey, Prophetess, Big B, Dr. Paul, and everybody
Wait.
else. Dr. Paul, my mom is struggling with her right leg. Now, we can walk, she sits, she came over yesterday. I took care of her. I cooked, I did the laundry and everything. She didn't have a problem. I rubbed it down with some comfrey recovery salve twice. I rubbed it down this morning. She was fine. We had an early morning with the x-ray. And so we walked over to the other hospital to get our ears done. She was fine. She goes home, she on her leg. She can't stand. She can't stand on her leg without it being so painful. Now, do she need an instep for her shoe? Does she need an acupuncture doctor? We come back and see you in December with the x-rays. Her primary care doctor gave her Tylenol 650 that we didn't take because it's only going to help the pain and not the problem.
Yeah, and that's not good for the kidneys and the liver. That's
Yeah.
So
What
what
do we
you know,
do?
yeah, well, check the shoes, like I said, check the shoes, and man, make sure that everything is good on there. Circulation usually is the key on that. Circulation. As we get older, the circulation to those extremities becomes an issue. So things like how's her exercise? You said she walked around a little bit. She did?
Yeah, we walked up 2 blocks this morning. I got her that thing that you pedal that goes under the table. She said that was so painful, she won't even get back on it. She only used it twice, and now it's sitting over there.
Now before you take a walk, do you stretch a little bit? You make sure you stretch, right?
No, she don't stretch because she don't
Got
walk
to do
that
that.
fast.
Yeah, so you got to stretch. See, before you do any exercise, you got to really get a good stretch in. You know, I would try to do some dynamic stretching, like before you take off to start to do that. And it doesn't mean a whole lot, but it's just enough that you can start to do something, just just 5 minutes of just bending and stretching, because that has a lot to do with circulation. When we get that moving, it gets the blood flow into the muscles.
And one spot is real tender. It's real tender to the touch near her femur and right near the knee area. And the doctor said it wasn't a blood clot because I took her there. She didn't have shortness of breath. She didn't have heat in that area where the problem was. But they just threw us on Tylenol, and she didn't take it.
Now you can also start doing those comfrey wraps too. Don't forget about the comfrey wraps. You remember we talked about the comfrey wraps?
Yeah, but I looked on Amazon. I could not find them.
Yeah, no. You created yourself. So you would get the tea, the raw tea, and it's raw state. You can go to Penn Herbs or anywhere. I think Wayne Avenue will have but the big ones. You need the big bags because you need a big steeper. So what you would do, get a big pot of water, crystal geyser of water, get that T-ball steeper, the big ones that are kind of like a little big old Pac-Man. Yep. And you put about 4 or 5 tablespoons in there. And you can get the comfrey leaves, okay? And then what you do is steep it for anywhere from about 10 minutes because you want it a little dense. Okay, you want it dense. So about 10 minutes, no longer than 20. Got it? And then when it gets nice and, cools, let it steep for about, 10, 20 minutes. And then when it gets enough that you can handle it, take a white cloth, all right, white towel. Got it? White towel. And when you can, put that in, no dyes, no dyes. Put that in there. And then when you can handle it, bring it out in this warm condition, put it right around that ankle or that knee. Okay. That
Okay.
pushes it right in that area. That's what we do for the football players. A lot of football players do that method for jam necks. When they have jam necks, we help them with that process. And guess what? They all get well very fast because it
all
pushes
right.
it right into that area. So that can reduce a lot of swelling, because that's what comfrey does. It helps to regenerate, but it gives bone strength back. Because what happens is it's skin, hair, skin, nails, and bone, and also connective tissue. So it deals with all those issues. So I think you're in
Okay.
good space with a good soap because it's thermal. Also, thermal pushes right in. So
All
you may
right.
be able to do well with that. Okay.
How about the inset for the shoes? You think I should try take her up there?
Yeah, I would think if you get the shoes, just check them out. I would say, look at them first. Make sure there's nothing in there that's agitating, and look at all her shoes. Look at all of them. You just want to find a good shoe for her. Got it?
All right.
A good,
Okay,
comfortable. All
All
right.
right.
Thank you, Carol G.
All right, Carol
Appreciate
G.
you.
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
everybody.
All right. See
Feel
you later.
better,
All right. Up next,
Carol.
Lisa.
Feel
Lisa
better.
Camps and then LeVar again. Lisa. Lisa, are you there? Counting
Hey,
one, two.
Lisa, going once,
Lisa.
going guns, going
All right.
twice.
Then we'll go to iPad. Lisa, are you there? You there yet? All right, then Andrea. Andrea. Okay, there we
I'm
are.
here. Yep. Hello, everyone.
Go right
Hey,
ahead.
how you doing?
All right. I'll be traveling to Ghana mid-December,
Mm-hmm.
and the yellow fever injection is recommended, malaria, and I think a typhoid. So I just want to know, is there anything that you recommend or suggest in place of the yellow fever injection, or is
No,
that
you're gonna have to get that. See, whenever you're
okay?
whenever you're traveling there, you don't want to get caught up in customs. I was just in Ghana earlier this year, and that's the one thing that you don't want to get caught up is in customs, because if you
Okay.
get caught up in customs, you get over there, then they pretty much gonna say, hey, you didn't get it, you stand right over here, and they're gonna charge you double, triple for it until
Okay.
you enter into it. So I would say that this is what I would say. Get with a good travel. If you don't have a good organization, let me know. I can recommend somebody. We can detox you from those, but
Okay.
that particular one is from the 70s. Got it? So if there's
Oh,
any
wow.
one that I would say that would be on the lines of, it's not been modified since the 70s, that would be the one. Okay. The yellow fever, but the malaria, of course, you're going to have a malaria also. So
Okay.
that one, they're going to give you probably the caps or the pills. Got it?
Okay.
But
And
you
what
don't.
about the typhoid?
Well, typhoid is probably a recommended. From my last understanding, the only two that's mandatory would be yellow fever and malaria.
Malaria.
That would be right, Prophetess Emily
Dr.
Valerie?
Right now, because of the season in which she's traveling, that
Mm-hmm.
is recommended.
Yeah,
So
it's just
you're going to have to
recommended.
take those travel shots. And let me just add about the malaria pill, because it's not a
Mm-hmm.
shot, they're pills.
Yeah,
If you are a dreamer, a seer, you have visions, do not, I repeat, do not take the once a week pill.
Okay.
When you have to remember to take it every week, the same time. But the side effects are bad nightmares. And if
now
you're a
keep in mind.
seer, that's going to
Yeah.
make your nightmares even worse. Take the
Now-
everyday
now-
pill. It is the safest pill.
Everyday
Yeah.
pill?
The
Okay.
one that you get every day. You start a week before you travel, the entire time that you're gone, and a week after. So make sure you get enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now here's what my best advice to you though. You gotta know, because your health history does matter. So you got to make sure you know what you're getting into and what you're doing. Now that's what a travel advisor does. travel advisor. I got one of the best travel advisors, I tell you, that I ran up for. And I said, you know what? He was so good. I said, I need to bring you on my show. He was really good.
Okay.
And there, matter
Sounds
of
like a
fact,
good idea.
he is, yes, see, you got to get all of the everything involved, including your health and understanding. And they go over all the points, which is stuff that I didn't even think about. I was like, wow, I didn't even think about it.
Okay.
So I would suggest, giving them a call and walk through it, because you really have to take your health in consideration. If you're somebody that has diabetes, high blood pressure, you have issues with like Prophet just said, some people have issues where they can't take certain stuff. You have to look at everything. Now he's so cool. He is so cool. Let me tell you, this guy's so cool. He says, now look, I can give you a pass too if you don't want it. So he really looks at the whole scenario of what you're dealing with. Let me give you his number, okay? And this is for everybody. I'll say anybody that needs this guy, just tell him I sent you, okay?
All right.
He's the travel clinic.
Okay.
They're called the travel clinic.
Mm-hmm.
And they're located, and his name is Dr. Michael. Last name is Lucca, Lucca.
Okay.
And he's at the Holy Redeemer Hospital. It's actually a section off of Holy Redeemer, right on Huntington Pike.
Okay.
Okay, Suite 355. And that's in what's considered Meadowbrook, PA.
Meadowbrook.
And did I give you the number? I didn't give the number, did I?
No.
Okay, the number would be 445.
Okay.
222 8211. Now, reason why I said you got to look at all of the parameters, because like I said, you don't want to get caught up in customs. You got it? Because it may be very difficult to get back. See, we can always detox you. That's what these are here. Can you see me right now, Lisa?
I can.
Okay, these are the things that we take. Before you leave, we do the colon cleanse, and the parasite. When are you leaving?
December 20th.
December 20th. That's kind of close, but that's what we use these for. These are for the purposes of why you're there. Before you leave, while you're there, and when you come back, we do a detox. So that would be the colon cleanse and the parasite form.
So I should get them now, start now, and then take them with me when I'm traveling.
You got it. That's what we do, to keep yourself going, and this is all food, so it doesn't have the effects. But I was saying, we always try to get an assessment with you first before we do anything. So I would say get an assessment if you can. If you can stop on in, I can put you on point, make sure you're okay with vitals and things like that. And we can have a further discussion about it, and I can tell you what I see, okay?
All right. And Prophetess, I did hear you say it's recommended to go ahead and get the typhoid as well.
Oh, yes. You don't want to mess around, because even though you don't drink their water, they still cook in their water.
Yeah. And like I told you, and their water is filtered water. A lot of that is filtered water. Yep. It's not. That's what
not like crystal gas. How about that?
That's our mission. That's our mission. Our mission right now is Ghana right now. So we're working on some things with Ghana, and also we're working on stuff with Mexico and a lot of other different countries we're working on. But you got to get that water right. But it's going to be a challenge. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out, Lisa. Okay.
Do not forget to take your yellow fever certificate. You can get the shot if you want and get over there and don't have your certificate, you will be sent back home.
Like I told you, don't get caught up in customs, Jack. Don't get caught up. I can't even tell y'all the stories that I get from people who got caught up in customs. I said I understand your holistic approach. I understand it. Nobody understands it better than me. But I also understand the parameters of the yellow fever shot. It's an old shot, so it's not the risk levels are very low, but we can detox you from those things. So that's what we do.
Okay.
So keep that in mind.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Get ready for a good time.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. Couldn't come at a better time.
All right. All right. We got Lisa and then John Wright, and that's it, Dr. Pete, with 9 o'clock. Lisa, are you there? I know you're there now because I see you.
Good evening, everyone. Dr. Paul, my question is about mold. I noticed that I had a little mole on my face near my left eye, and I noticed it sometime before, but it went away. But now it came back, and I was wondering, is it something I'm eating or?
Yeah. Well, remember moles, bumps, blisters, boils, psoriasis, eczema, moles, skin tags. That's all the body detoxing. It's pushing it out. That's what's happening. Yep. It's the body detoxing. That's part of your lymphatic system that's detoxing and cleansing. It's being pushed by your liver, usually. So what you're doing is that's all part of detox process. The levels of multi-levels of detoxing that the body goes through. So yes, that is actually a detox. Okay. So now there are some things, it depends on where the moles are, where are they? You said around the eye or on the eye?
It's just around my
Like
eye.
around here,
on the
like in this
corners of
area
the
here,
eye?
Lisa?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's very much in line with getting a detox with that. I would do like also lymphatic massage works well with that. But also there are things that you can do to remove that, to pull those tags off you. You know, that there can be, there's ways that you can get them, burned off, and they clip them off, do all that. But there's also ways that you can use things like Dr. Christopher's black ointment.
Okay.
Okay, that pulls and draws also. That's a draw. Dr. Christopher's black ointment. That goes well, and that can help to draw that off. So if there's skin tags and things like that, it'll shrink them down. They have ways. As a matter of fact, there is one that you can buy now where it freezes. It freezes them, just like warts. It would freeze it and it just drop right off.
Okay.
But just understand what's happening though. You're detoxing. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay. Now, any specific herbs? Let me give you a couple of things that help to move the lymphatic system. There's a liquid that you can buy. I always recommend the green drink. You see the green drink right there, NGB. Okay, grab that right off my website. Detox is in order, so things that are liver cleanses tend to work very good. Okay, they tend to work very well. So, not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent diseases, but so things like burdock root. Okay, things like dandelion root. Things like yellow dock. These are red clover. These things help to clean the liver. Doesn't have to be all of them, just one. If you go to my website, there's a list of all of the liver cleanses that you have. Just pick one. Add that with a green drink and drink plenty of good water. Okay, you know what the water to drink, right?
Yep, for surviving.
You got it.
Okay.
All right, Lisa. Appreciate
All right, Lisa.
you.
Thank you, Dr. Paul.
All right, have a good one now. Take care.
All right, Dr. P, that's it, man. But
That
you know what?
is it.
Yeah, before we roll, look, I want to share a little something that someone shared with me. And I think it might be something we can use as a mantra for people before they go to bed tonight. It's entitled, Pray This Psalm Before You Go to Bed. This is coming from Psalms 4, verse 8. Heavenly Father, as I prepare to sleep, come before you. Your word is Psalms 4:8, assures me that I can lie down in peace and sleep, for you alone. Oh Lord, make me dwell in safety. Tonight, I release the weight of today into your loving hands. I surrender my worries, my fears, and my uncertainties about tomorrow. I trust in your protection, knowing that you watch over me as I rest. Guard my dreams, Lord, and fill them with your peace. May my sleep be a time of rest for my body, soul and spirit, knowing that you hold my future securely. In Jesus' name, I pray for peaceful and restoration sleep, trusting in your care for what lies ahead. How about that?
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
How
Amen.
about
And
that? Now,
amen. All
y'all.
right.
Very good.
Thank you,
Pastor
Big
Bill.
B. That was a way. That's the good way to end it. Man, we might
Amen.
have you do that every week, man.
Hey,
You
hey,
might
Very
get
good.
it ready, Big B.
Amen.
You're on now.
No,
You're on now. You just started
well,
something.
wait a minute. New
That's
tradition. New
important, Dr.
tradition.
Paul. You know,
Yes.
we got to get our minds together because you know what? Listen, look,
Yeah.
guys, if our
Yeah.
brains don't work, Dad can't talk to us.
That's right. You got that
Ooh,
right.
can't
Think
get
about
that
that.
download.
Well, hallelujah.
We call it thinking.
Well, what can I tell you, y'all?
Brother Bill, what champion Psalms was that?
Huh?
4-8. 4-8.
4-8. Thank you.
And you know what, guys? I'll even make sure that I put that in the chat so that you can have it for yourself. You maybe want to put it up on your bedside. Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Psalm
Thank you,
4
Big
verse
B.
8.
Given to all.
Yes, yes, yes.
Dr. Paul, are we having class next week? People are asking me.
Okay, yep, that is absolutely, we are taking off. We're gonna be resting on that for next week. So no class next week. All right.
I'm gonna miss all my cute
I
faces.
know,
Hallelujah.
I know.
So
So we
y'all
want to
have to
say
wish.
be
Oh, boy.
thankful. So I
Wish.
want to thank everyone that called in and had they actually called in or by Zoom
Yes,
tonight,
indeed,
because
indeed,
you
indeed.
make it a better program when
No doubt.
we can talk and relate. See how fast y'all learn? See, you learn
Yes.
so much faster in
Yes.
a
Yes, we're
family
teaching.
environment. Got
Yes,
it?
man. Always
So,
do. Always do.
so Big B, tell them how they can be a part of the family tree and they can help us in supporting this thing, keeping this thing moving forward. All
You
right?
got it, Doug. As always, guys, as usual, to make sure you get a copy of tonight's chat, send me an email to mechavideo@gmail.com, okay? And to continue to support, and I want you to know we really appreciate what you do. Use my Cash App, guys. That's $ BILMORGAN. If you use Zelle at your bank, that ID is mechavideo@comcast.net, or you use our P.O. Box right here, Mullica Hill, that's Bill Morgan. P.O. Box 191, Mullica Hill, New Jersey, 08062. Bring your friends, bring your enemies, bring your frenemies, bring everybody right here to the family tree every hump day.
A hump day.
Hump day.
Yeah,
You're so
yeah.
funny.
All right. I want to thank everybody. Did you learn anything this evening?
Yes,
Did you learn
yes.
anything? All right, put your hands
Always.
together. Give yourself a hand. Give yourself a hand.
Joyfully.
Dr. Paul, thank you, Big B. Thank you,
All right.
Prophetess. Thank you, everybody.
Love you,
And
guys.
wish me happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday.
you.
Oh, my birthday is Sunday.
Yeah, Ron's in the house
Happy
as well.
birthday.
Ron, what's up? What day?
Happy Thanksgiving,
birthday.
baby. We to give thanks, baby.
Yeah.
Is that your birthday coming up? Happy
Sunday.
birthday, Prophet.
Yep.
And mine is Saturday. Happy birthday,
Happy
Prophet.
birthday to everybody.
You, I can't
Pamela.
see that it's talking.
Hey,
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to both of you.
Renee,
Thank you,
Carrie,
beloved.
everyone else that if you had a
Tara,
happy
Wade.
birthday to you. And we say happy Earth Day to you.
Yeah,
Hey,
happy
happy Earth Day. That
Happy-
baby
Your
is birthday.
mama the only one that had the birthday.
Happy
Your
Earth
mama
Day.
the only one that had the birthday, right?
Dr. P, hey, Dr. P, it goes like that. Happy Earth Day to you. May God's richest blessings be and go with you now and throughout all
Happy
eternity.
Turkey
All
Day
right,
to everyone.
God bless y'all.
Amen.
May
Happy
God keep
Thanksgiving.
y'all.
Yeah, but
God bless you.
Bless you all.
Enjoy Thanksgiving. God bless
Yes. Give thanks every day.
yeah.
you all.
I'm gonna give thanks to Prophetess over there, aka Finger.
Fast finger.
And of course we got our Big B. Oh, with the
Whoa.
Big B. Morgan.
One L Morgan.
Appreciate you, man. I appreciate y'all. We say stay encouraged, y'all.
Baby, yo, Ron.
Right?
Yo, Ron's up in the corner hiding in the cut.
You got a shot. You got a shot.
All right, let's go clap. Come on. Let's see if we can
Turkey Day.
All right. Let's tap it out.
That's what happened with Marcy.
Last time I saw Marcy, she was up there sleeping.
Marcy and Thompson cat.
All right.
It ain't big.
All right. Yep.
We got
Yep. Yep.
More down. On the left to the right. Left to the right.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Left to the right. Left to the right. Yeah. Tap.
Good night. Free down.
Aaron is doing good with his project.
Yeah.
He's doing good.
Oh, yep.
Got good groove tonight.
Yep.
Good groove tonight. Yeah. Good.
Good group.
All right. Amen.
Good. Yeah. You there? Yeah.
Breathe out.
Yeah.
Big breath, amen. Big breathe out. Good.
All right, Patricia Howell.
One more. Breathe out. All right, let's put it together. Get some energy now. Wrap it up.
Rio de Janeiro, extended by Bonita. Closing mix tonight. Big. Yeah. Appreciate your prophetess. Yeah. All right. Yep. All right.
And then take it and you go.
You're a nice one, man. Yeah.
Feel that energy, big man. Like the hairs on your arms.
Yeah.
And bring it on down. Put it on that shoulder. Feel good. Put it on your children. Put it on everybody. Stop acting so crazy. Remember, Darren, I used to do that with you all the time. Rub, clap, and rub. One more time. Rub, clap, and rub. Clap, and rub. And stop. And stop. And roll that ball.
Yep.
All right, take that. Marcy, quit all the bless yourself, girl. All right, we'll see y'all. God, good job, man. God, good job. And thanks for tuning in to the band.
Yeah, buddy.
Go ahead, Marcy. Go Marcy.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Do your dance. Got something for you today, got something for you. Go there, Ron. Go there.
Help yourself.
All right, now. Get it. Yeah. Get it, Frida. Yep. Get it, Frida. Get it, Frida. So, kick it. Yeah. Rosetta. Get it, Marcy.
Yo, too much fun.
Marcy all over the place. I don't know where she is. I can't keep up with Marcy.
All right, look at Frida's grandbaby.
I see who's that beautiful baby right there.
Frida's grandbaby, man. Yeah.
Go there.
Work the lymph nodes. Work the lymph nodes.
Yeah.
All right, get it.
All right.
Marcy. Get it, Margaret.
Hey, happy birthday, Gloria.
Do the Margaret.
Oh yeah, Margaret.
Margaret's back in there. Margaret's back in there. See, Margaret's there. She's there. Come on.
Gloria. I see you, Gloria.
Margaret's back here chilling in the cut, but she's there.
Gloria dance. Gloria was gonna dance. She be dancing with her.
Oh yeah, that's what she does.
Do the Margaret.
Line dance queen.
The line dance queen. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Woo. Get it.
There you go.
Okay.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Good night.
Be yourself.
Dr. P. See you on the weekend, Dr. P.
After that, how about that,
money.
Big D?
Uh-huh.
See y'all on the family.
Working
Good
out.
night. Big B, I don't know how you keeping up with Marcy.
What's that?
She all over. She throwing stuff all over. What's up, D? What's up, buddy? Eat some real food, y'all. That's right. Keep up on that running, bro. Oh, we damn it. All right, God bless y'all. We'll see ya. 10, 9, 8, 7,
Yep.
6,
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
4,
Yeah.
3, 2,
Yeah. Now.
1. See ya. Take care.